Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is my first review on Twitch and we are gonna start with the long-awaited prepared 3D version of Flight Sim Lab A320X. So as you can see, I've just loaded prepared 3D. This is the 3.3.5 version, and we will make a short flight from Venice to Rome Fiumicino. We will check some datas about the use of VAS, of this huge add-on. As many has seen, it has a very big use of VAS, and we will use the A320 version 1.1.193, which is the latest released by FSlabs, just for to address the use of VAS. So we can start. I've made the plan with the PFPX, Professional Flight Planner X. Flight is Alitalia 1464 from Venice to Fiumicino. It is a real flight. It will depart at 10:30 local, maybe. We will depart a little bit earlier. So we have we will use runway 04 right for takeoff, and we will land on runway 16 left due to the weather condition in Rome. We will have 165 passengers and 500 kilos of cargo, for a total of 14 tons and 855 kilos. So our zero fuel weight will be 58 tons and 955 kilos. Okay, so we have already prepared the takeoff data about speed and flex temp. We will take off with the config 1+F, flex 65. We will have anti-ice off and air conditioning on. We will load an amount of 6,700 kilos of fuel, and the route will be Belov, Tango 128 Nikma, then T Tango 369 Riteb, Campagnano 1 Charlie for arrival. As many of you maybe already knows, in Italy there are no airways anymore for the upper flight levels, but we have them. So here we have the point of routes. Here we have the winds for climb and descent, and here we have the ATC flight plan, and here we have the weather condition. Actually in Venice we will use Active Sky 2016 for our flight. So we have in Venice we have wind from 330 at 4 knots, variable between 290 degrees and 30 and 350. Cav OK, so no clouds. Temperature is 0 with a dew point of 04. QNH 1018, so I guess that we can start loading. Okay, I will show you also the way I load the FSlab A320. Okay, I decided the Tessera LIPZ gate 324 for our departure. I go with the F22 Raptor. The current profile for my graphics is FSlabs A320X, which is a profile I made according to what the guys from FSlabs they according to what they told us in terms of graphics settings to better suit their airplane. Okay, so we reset the time. It is 9:28 local. Okay, so we start loading. Okay, so let's see if we have meanwhile while it is loading, I'm just guessing if I can tell you something more about the... Okay, we go through the weather. Okay, so we go to Venice. So as you can see, the weather is fair. There are no strong winds. This is the route for our departure. We will take off from Venice, runway 04. We will go east, then we will make a slight turn to the right, then fly to Papa Zulu 436. Then we will go right to Papa Zulu 408, 401, and then to Belov. But I guess that I will make a direct to Belov, nearing Papa Zulu 436. Okay, so we go also to the briefing to see the headwind component, which will be -3. It means that we will have 3.3 knots from our coming from behind us. Okay, it has finished the loading. We are using a track air. Okay, so as you can see, everything is off in our F-22. This is because I've saved the flight with all systems off, and this will let me load the A320 from FSlabs in a cold and dark situation. And now we have something like 1900 megabytes of free VAS. Okay, so we choose our vehicle. We go for FSlabs Alitalia. Okay, now it is loading all the stuffs it needs to be loaded for FSlab A320. Okay, everything is loaded. We are using headstock V2 and the track IR, as I said. As you can see, I have a few views presetted. My MCDUs, the overhead. First, this is the SFO seat, the FFO seat, an action cam, and I guess also okay, so this is the seat of someone sitting down behind the pilots. Okay, so we are in a completely cold and dark situations, so I usually stay in the first officer seat. So now we start booting up the batteries. We switch on the batteries. You can see we have 28.1 volts on the right on battery 2 and the 28 on battery 1. So we start with battery 1 and battery 2. Okay, batteries are online. We can now, okay, I'm just raising up the volume of the headphones. Okay, now we can go on the MCU side. We keep on pushing the bright button on the left one, which is the only one available when you have just batteries. We go for the options, we go for the external controls, we connect the ground chokes and the GPU. So we're now ready to engage the external power. And here you go. Okay, so now what we are hearing are the blowers test, which is an option you can switch on or off, and I like it to have it on, so all the screens are testing. And we can also now turn on the the second MCDU. We just do it, or we can also pop it out. We keep on pushing right, and here you go. I usually use the MCDU number 2 for my flight management computer, and I use the MCDU on the left side for options. I mean, to load the aircraft, fuels, and all the stuffs I need. Okay, so we've just heard the 3 beeps. It is a cavalry charge signal. It tells me that all the tests have been made. We don't have problems. Okay, of course we have the TCAS fault because we have ADIRs not aligned. Okay, so we start aligning the ADIRs. We go for our overhead view. We start with ADIR number 1. Okay, it is on BAT. When the lights extinguish, we can go with IR2. There we go. And actually we have 1 giga and 250 megabytes, 250,000 megabytes free of available bus. Here we go with the third. Okay. We turn crew supply on. We turn also the ground control for the CVR. We let the CVR records also when we are down on the ground, and we now turn on, we arm the emergency exit light. Okay, we turn on the navigation light. On position 1 or 2 it's just the same. This is used because if you lose a lamp on the wings, you are not actually able to fly if this happens on the ground. So instead of waiting for someone to change the lamp, you can switch to system 2, and it has a new set of lamps already mounted on the wings, so you can just go on with your flight. Okay, so everything is set up in this phase of cockpit preparation, and we can start thinking about the load. Okay, we are in Venice. This is the Aerosoft old scenery, the only available payware scenery for Venice. We can see around the cockpit. It is not the best cockpit I've ever seen in terms of quality of graphics, but it is, I guess it is nice. We can open up the windows. And as you can see, it also changes what you hear coming from outside. Okay, so to turn it, to close it, you have to raise this lever, and then you can push it. Be aware that you always have to see this red line on the lever when you close the door, when you close the window, because instead it is not securely closed, and you could have a decompression during flight. This is simulated on the A320 by FSlabs. Okay, so we are aligning the ADIRs, and we can start to put up the weights and the MCDU. We go through the MCDU options menu. We go for payload. Okay, I will just refer to what we have seen before in the flight plan. So the zero fuel weight is 58.955. So we dig it 58.955, and it is okay. 59.0, it is okay. Okay, so we can open up the doors. You will hear the change of the sound when I open the left door. As you can see, you can hear some noise coming from outside. We also open the left And when I will open the cargo doors, you will hear the electric hydraulic pump coming alive, due to the fact that the cargo doors need hydraulic power. We also turn on the electric pump. Okay, we can take out the parking brakes as we have chokes. Okay, anyway, we have good pressure on the accumulators of brakes, so we can now turn off the electrical hydraulic pump. Okay, it is off. Okay, now we call for the refueling truck with GSX. Okay. Request refueling. We go before of doing this. We change some things. We customize the aircraft on GSX menu. Because we go for we have switched it off, so show FSX fuel and cargo dialog during refueling, as we will use the FSlabs panel for refueling, as I will show you later. Okay, so we can close this and we call the truck request refueling. Refueling service requested. As you can see, also the pushback vehicle has appeared. Okay, so also the cargo, the luggage trucks have appeared. The luggage belt cars have appeared. Okay, maybe we can go outside just for a quick view. As you can see here, we have the truck approaching AZA. You can see the small red light in the center of the screen. This is just because P3d is loading the exterior model. What you hear now is actually a different type of sound, as when you go in the cabin view, the passenger cabin view, FSlabs simulate what you will hear if you were a passenger. So here you can see the wing. These are my presented views for AZA V2. Okay, engine number 2. This is okay. We change this a bit. Okay, engine number 1. This is actually okay, external view, tail view, and this is a view I've made just to go around. Okay, so you can see that the truck is actually in position. Okay, I should set it better, because as you can see the pumps are in the wrong place. By the way, okay, this is the refueling aircraft system, so I go now. I reload the FSlabs refueling panel. Okay, here it is. Okay, so actually we have pre-selected 4.9 tons. Actually we have 5 tons, but we have to load 6.785, so we load the 6.8 tons. Okay, we go to 6.8. We turn on the batteries and we open the guard and we go for refuel. Okay, as you can see, we are actually refueling. see here on the left side we have 2.67, 2.68 on the right, and the raising. Okay, so we can now go for int page on the MCDU. Okay, well now we are actually flying from Venice to Rome Fiumicino. Okay, we have already loaded LIPZ LIRF, as I made it with the AUX system from Professional Flight Planner X. So we insert it. Flight number is Alitalia 1464 1464, and as a primary alternate we have Napoli, Capodichino, Lirn. Okay, so the cost index I really uses is a 7, and our cruising flight level will be 310. Okay, and we go on the second unit page. We can load our zero fuel weight. Okay, we leave this blank as we haven't already finished our refueling. I guess that we can put it in, but I just want to wait. At the wind we will have 3 knots from tailwind, so we will make -3. Okay, GPS primary tells us that we have finished the alignment of Adidas system, so we should have the map on the ND. This is it. We go for the arc visual. Okay, we turn off flight directors. Okay, so we go on arc also on this side. Okay, you can see here there is still the fuel truck. Okay, so we go with the flight plan page. Venice, we will depart on runway 04 right and the bell of 7 Victor arrival. In Fiumicino we will use ILS 16 left Whiskey and the Campagnano 1 Charlie arrival, which is not available here. Okay, we have RETEB, so we go with the RETEB for Alpha, and we should see also the Campagnano transition. No, so we go with the RETEB for Bravo, and we see. Okay, we stay with the RETEB for Alpha, we insert it, we go with the flight plan. Okay, already we are here. Battle of this Banigma, RETEB, Ligbu. Okay, Campagnano, here it is. Okay, so everything is set up. We go in the perfection page, and we will have we don't have thrust reduction acceleration altitude, so just because we will overfly the sea. Okay, let me check what the fuel page says. It says 6 tons, 700. So it is actually loaded. As we can see, the refueling truck has gone. So we can actually put into the init B page our block fuel. Okay, all the calculations are made. Okay. So we go in the performance page, and we dig it in. The flex temperature will be 65. up. Okay. V1 will be 151, 151, 152, and 153. Okay, so we're not gonna simulate the passengers boarding, as we don't have so many time. So okay, we can now actually make the APU test fire. Okay. Then we test also the engine fire number 1. And engine 2. Okay. Okay, another interesting I want to show you, is the failures arm. Okay, so here we can new condition. We can choose how many failures we want to happen during the flight. Okay, I press the overfly button and I put it here. The overfly button means random, so the time is random. We don't know if we'll have a failure or not during the flight. Oh, sorry, on the left side you have the type of failure, so we don't know which type of failures we could have. In time delay we put again overfly, so it is random. We don't know when or if it will happen. I guess that we have something like 20 or 30% of possibilities to have this failure during a single flight, or maybe it is a time, I don't remember how many hours, but okay, it is nice, so we have to pay attention. Okay, so this possible failure is activated. We go back to options and the 2 doors. We close the cargo doors. You can hear the hydraulic pump sound, and we should see also, okay, the cargo doors are actually closed. We go to close also the afterward left door. Okay, it should close now. Okay, we fire up the APU master switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We started, and we monitor that everything is progressing well. Okay, so the flap is open. The N percentage is rising, and the AGD also. Okay, we go now on the external view. We should start hearing the APU sound. Okay, we can hear it. The APU is coming alive. Okay, we actually have it on. We go back to the cockpit. Okay, 99. So the APU generator is available. We can see. We go here and we turn the APU grid on, and we turn off the external power. Oops, we have forgotten to turn on the fuel pumps. Okay. Now we go back to the MCDU, and I want to show you another interesting thing, which is the HCU menu. Okay, here it is, ATSU. Okay, when we have online the we are flying online, actually on IVAO or BETSIM. If the approach of the airport control, we are flying from the controller of the approach is online. Page 2. Okay, we can actually request for the 80s. I mean, if we had the LIPZ departure online, we could send the request and we will actually see the 80s. This is also for LIRF, for Fiumicino arrival, or Napoli arrival, which is our alternate. But we can use also another system to get the METAR, which is weather request on the AUC menu. Okay, we go for, we ask for Fiumicino, for Venice. We go for Fiumicino and also Naples. Okay, now we push the send button. Okay, here you can see company message. That means that we have received a message. Received message. Here it is, AGM, and here we have our meters. Okay, so we can see that there is 1 degrees now in Venice, and the QNH is 1018. So we go for 1018 and just press the B button. 1018, 1018, 1018. Okay, so now we go for, close this. We close all the doors. Okay, we go options. Oops, doors. Okay, we're actually closing the cabin door. As you can see, this sound is changing again. Okay, so we now switch on the seatbelt sign, and we also switch on the beacon light. We switch on the parking brake, and we disconnect everything on the ground, on the external controls menu. We disconnect the GPU and the ground chokes. So we are actually ready for our pushback, we call it, from GSX. Prepare for pushback and departure. Icing warning, no, we don't have ice conditions because the weather is nice. And we also ask for a tail to go to the right. Okay. We also turn on the flight director, and we go for initial climb of 7,000 feet. We actually have 1 giga and 133,000 megabyte of free bus. Remove the parking brakes. Okay. You can see here, actually this is really the way the Venice airport is made. Here we have, I guess, the fire station, and somewhere here there's a police station, and actually you can see in the real airport always an police helicopter parked somewhere here. Landing in Venice for real, it's really amazing, as you usually land on runway 04 right, and you always land on the right side of the airport, the beautiful view of the Venice city. Okay, so we have almost completed the pushback. This is the cargo terminal here. SAVE is the society that manages airport of Venice and the Treviso airport. Okay, we go and set parking brakes. And I guess that we can now start the engines. We check again, we have the beacon lights on, passenger signs on. Okay, we go for the engine number 2, starting procedure. Okay, and we also go again on the wing view. So we can hear the engine starting. What we're actually hearing is the safety cabin announcement, which is another feature of the FSlabs A320X, and you can only hear it from the wing view. From the cabin, from the passenger view, here you can see the reflection of the beacon light. You see that the aileron has actually gone in position as the hydraulic power from engine number 2 has kicked in. As you can see, we go in the cockpit, we don't hear it, but we can hear it turning on the public address here on the radio panel. Okay, it is not so easy to... Okay, we go here. As you can see, we can hear it also from the public address switch on the audio panel. Okay, we close it. So engine number 2 is on. We go for engine number 1. Okay, all the values here are normal. We have EGT and 1 is raising. Okay, so the engine number 1 is a generator is available, so we can actually put the ignition mode switch back to normal position, and we can switch off the APU. We start from the APU bleed off. APU master switch off. Okay, so we go for the flap setting, which is 1+F. Okay, auto brake is max. We arm the spoilers here. So now we are ready for taxi. We turn on the taxi light and we can go. Okay, for the nose wheel steering disconnection button, it is actually the comma, and in the option you can set that you just press once comma and the nose wheel steering button disconnect will be continuously pressed. Here you can see it. Just press it once, I press it again, and it goes off. Otherwise you should keep it pressed. Okay. We disengage the parking brakes, give a little bit of throttle, okay, we put back throttle, and the engine's idle power should let me maintain the speed. Okay, we have the bus is stable. We have 1 giga and 160,000 megabytes available. Here you can see the Venice town, the Venice city. This is the San Marco church. Okay, this is a known bug of Venice. The building appears and disappears, appears and disappears. Okay, this is quite an old add-on. I guess it is from 2005, 2006. I guess that it is as old as FSX. Okay, so the Venice town is quite very heavy on memory use, because actually if you fly here with maybe an helicopter, you really can see all the buildings in Venice, and all the textures of the buildings are original. So this is a very heavy scenery. Okay, this is the old tower. Actually, there is a new control tower in Venice, and all these buildings are part of the old terminal, which was actually replaced by this one. If you go to the Venice airport, may I suggest you to go on the first floor. All on the left there is a very nice beer bar, where I usually always get a small beer before taking a flight. Okay, we go for the TO config test. Predictive windshield off, I know. Keep in mind and pay attention not to left accidentally the TO config button pushed, as you could have some problems during takeoff. Okay, so we perform also the flight control check. Full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, we go for the rudder, full left, full right, neutral. Okay, so we also go to set the trim. We set it to 0.8. Okay. Okay, so there is no traffic and we are not online, so we just switch on the landing lights, the strobe lights. Okay, we wouldn't need it, but we go for the TCAS. Okay, so we can perform a rolling takeoff. The weather radar system 1 and the predictive windshield is on. Okay, so we don't have blue lines on the takeoff checklist. Okay, so we can see here that the cabin is ready. So we line up on the runway and we go for takeoff. Okay. Takeoff. Engine stabilized. Okay, so manual flex is 65 SRS, runway and auto thrust is blue. Power set. Gear up. Gear up, lights out, so we disarm ground spoilers. Okay, lever to climb. So we turn on the autopilot 1. Autopilot 1 is on. We turn off the nose light. Okay. So after takeoff checklist. Okay, so we go for flap 0. Okay, so pegs are on. Actually, I don't remember the checklist and I don't have one here, so I hope that I didn't make too many mistakes. Okay. This is Venice. Okay, I guess that we can go for it with the direct to Belov. Okay, direct to Belov. Okay, so far so nice. Okay, QNH we go for the standard. Okay. Okay, we go for our final flight level, which is 310. Okay, so this is the airport, this is Venice. These mountains here are Colli that are a group of hills near Padova. Behind here you can see the Alps. Okay, so this is the seaside for Venetian people, which is called the Lido di Venezia, where the famous cinema prize takes place. This is a small airport in Venice for general aviation airplanes. The runway is actually made of grass. Okay, we turn on the terrain radar on navigation display of the captain. Okay, so no weather in front of us. Okay, we check the weather on active sky. Okay, so we are here. There is no significant weather on our route to Rome Fiumicino. Okay, so flight level 120, we turn off the landing lights and also the cabin and the seatbelt. Okay. The cabin vertical speed is perfectly normal. We go through the EWD pages, the ECAM pages. Okay, engine page, everything is normal. Fluid page, everything is okay. Pressure page. Okay. Electrics. Oops. This is okay. Hydraulics. Okay, maybe we have just a little low value on the green system. We just monitored it out. This is the quantity of hydraulic fluid. Okay, fuel consumption. We have on board 5 tons, 0.9, and according to our flight plan, we are nearing Belov. We should have 5.3, so this is normal as we made a direct to Belov. Okay, the APU is okay, off. Temperature is nice, 24, 24, 24. This is the temperature in the cargo, the afterward cargo doors closed, all the slides are armed. The wheels okay, this is the temperature for the brakes. We have brakes on the left main gear a little bit hotter, but okay, we have 0, 5, 15, 20. So flight control, everything is okay. System page. stage, normal. Okay. Okay, maybe you want me to navigate through my settings page. So you can see here, this is the settings I've made. We have for MSAAA, anisotropic 4, text resolution 2048. We have MIP map, no wide view aspect ratio. This is just a choice I made. Tessellation, scenery, we have high, 19 meters, 1 meters, water and bathymetry medium. Scenery complexity normal, vegetation dense and autogen normal. Special effects high and high. Lightning, we have HDR lightning. Also I have the P3d for the HDR fine tuning. Shadows, we have medium quality. We don't have terrain shadows activated. We only have cloud shadow, and the cast distance is 40,000 meters. Object shadow cast distance is 3,000 meters. We have landing light at the illuminated ground. Dynamic refraction turned off, as it is very heavy on resources. Okay, weather 90 miles of cloud draw distance. Cloud coverage density is high, which is fine to me. Okay, we have volumetric fog, and I'm gonna switch it off as it is very heavy on my GTX 760. And we don't have any traffic here. Option settings, I'm gonna save my settings to FSlabs A320 as I have labs. As I have changed the volumetric fog tick. Okay. Actually, we have 1 giga to 123,000 megabytes of available bus. Okay, we go now on the progress page. Okay, cruise flight level 310, optimal would be flight level 330, and we're climbing to 310, and this let me make it bigger. Okay, and actually this OK stick is our top of climb. Maybe we can go through our flight plan here on the plan page. So we have Belov. Then we go to Dispa. This is our top of descent. 192, no, 27, okay, I don't know what this is in magenta. Enigma at Enigma at Rite Ligbu Campagnano VOR. So this is our star. We intercept ILS and we go for 16 left. And this is the missed approach. Proceed. Okay. The another 8, so we can go. Okay, we have selected Chioggia. Here we go for VOR, ADF. Also here we go for VOR. ADF. Okay, so now sit back and relax. Okay, the vibrations you can see here are due to the AZA V2 effects level I've decided here, but I'm not so good in deciding the effects level. So on the left rear seat we have them, but here no. I want to go for the anisotropic filter to the top settings. I go to 16 and the VAS is still the same, so I will keep the setting. Now I want to go, as you can see here, the vibrations are very nice. And we go for the GoPro view, and in the meantime, while we stop climbing, I will go for a coffee, so we take a small break. here I am back in cockpit. Okay, I've just missed for a few miles the top descent, so we go now for descent to flight level 170. We turn on the signal sights and we go for the spoilers. Speed brakes are extended. We actually have okay, 1000 feet above our descent profile. Okay, we go on the HCU menu we request for actual weather in Fiumicino. We go on the performance page to fill the required information. Okay, so here we are, we have 1014. QNH temperature is 11 degrees, quite warm. Wind is 0307 knots. Okay, for the MDA is 210. And we will land with config 3. So also in the GPWS we set landing flag 3. Okay. So we are reaching our vertical profile as computed by the FMGC. Okay. Okay, we let it slow down. Actually, we still have 1 gigabyte and 200,000 megabyte of free available bus. Okay, we can retract spoilers. Okay, you can see here on the PFD that the frames are very low, but this is just because I've set it in the here in the MCDU menu options. Maybe I don't remember the page. Okay, maybe here in displays. I have a target frames per second 15. This is made just to have some more frames during the flight for the overall simulator. Okay, we actually have 3. Here you can see the frames. Okay. Actually, we are a little fast. What does the passengers see? We go to have a look. Okay, you can hear maybe this low level frequency sound, which is typical in the Airbus during the descent. Okay, we're going near a lake here. This one, it should be Bolsena Lake, maybe. If there is an island in it, it should be Bolsena. Bolsena were one of the most important VOR for the Italian central airspaces were the Bravo Oscar Lima VOR, which is actually not used anymore. It was very important because maybe all of the flights coming from the north to Fiumicino were passing above the Bravo Oscar Lima Bolsena VOR. So we are turning, so we will never know which lake this was, but I guess Bolsena, I'm quite sure. Also here you can see the beacon reflection. If I don't remember wrong, in the FSX version you had the beacon reflection on one light due to some limitations of the FSX graphic engine. Okay, we go back in cockpit now. Okay, we keep on descending now to 5,000 feet. We extend again the spoilers. This is due to a mistake I've just made it. As I forgot to change the target altitude on the FIS. Okay, here we have an airport. I guess it is the Viterbo airport. Let me see. It should be Lima India Romeo Victor airport. Yes, it is. Okay. So the Lima India Romeo Vector Airport, Viterbo Airport, was going to substitute the Ciampino Airport. One strange thing is that the Ciampino is the airport used by low fares airways like Ryanair. It was one of the most important bases for Ryanair, but it is a military airport actually, used for civil flights also. But one of the most amazing, typically Italian things is that the airport is very old airport, and during the 60s and 50s they started building a lot of houses around the airport. Of course, abusive. I mean, these houses shouldn't have been built where they built them. And after that, the people living in these houses started asking for the Ciampino airport to be closed due to the noise made by the airplanes. And so now they was going to close the Ciampino airport, and it should have been replaced by the Viterbo airport, which is quite far from Rome, as you can see. but maybe they decided not to do this. I don't know. But this was the plan. Okay. This lake is Lago di Bracciano Lake, which is a very nice lake near Rome. It is very clean water lake, as the engines and the boats can only go as sailing boats, and just a few boats are allowed to use the engines. Only the fishermen's only the fishermen can use engines on their boat, so the water is really clean. And some of the water for Rome is taken from this lake. And actually, if you go in the middle of the lake at 2 or 3 meters beyond the surface, you can actually drink the water. Okay, so now we are adding a Campagnano. We have just gone below flight level 100, so we turn on the landing lights. Okay, so we turn also the localizer indications here for the ILS. Okay. Okay, we check now the QNH, which is 1014. We will use auto brake low, as the runway 16 left is very long, so we don't need to overheat the brakes to stop, and we can go all through the runway, as the airport buildings, the apron is near the end of the runway 16 left. So now you cannot see it, but during the night when you go through clouds, actually they are illuminated by landing lights. This is an exclusive ski capability of the FSlabs A320. Here again the Bracciano Lake. Here there is the village of Trevignano, a very nice small village. Here there is Anguillara Sabazia, another very nice village, and here there is Bracciano, a beautiful village with an amazing medieval castle. And this is Lago di Vico, another small lake. Okay, so while we approach, the bus is stable as at 1,200 available bus. Okay, we are perfectly on the vertical profile and the lateral profile for ILS 16 left. Okay, we go for the QNH 1014. Here and here. Here. Here there is Trevignano. I know so many things about this lake just because I've spent a lot of summers in holiday here when I was a child. arm spoiler. Okay, we are a little bit high now. So used to 1210 knots. We go again with the spoilers. Okay. Take spoilers, we retract spoilers,
2500
with flaps 1. Radar altimeter is alive. We go for the approach. Okay. So the airport has been actually loaded, and we still have 1 giga and 134,000 megabytes of available bus. We rearm spoilers.
2000.
We go for flaps 2. We also go with landing gear down. Turn on also nose lights.
$1,000.
Okay, I guess that we can now disengage. We go for flap 3. We sit down here. And we can go for the autopilot off. One gigabyte of free available bus. Something more.
$500. 400. 300. 300. 100 above. 200. Minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Spoilers deployed. Auto thrust. 100 knots. 80 knots. So the auto thrust is off. We turn off the auto brakes. We engage the pedal disconnect button and we taxi out. So we turn off landing lights, strobe lights, spoilers to 0. Flaps 0, sorry, and spoilers retract. Okay. We switch. Not yet. We can wait for the APU. Okay, we're now taxiing on the, I guess, if you don't remember, well, if I'm not wrong, this is the taxiway Alpha, which is actually built above on the runway 16 center, which is permanently closed and then opened just in case of some work made on the runway 16 left, the one we have landed in on. Taxi. Okay, actually this was against the Delta taxiway. We remain on the Delta. Okay, the puppy lights you can see here are the puppy lights of runway 25, which is the runway used for almost all the takeoffs and all the takeoffs from Fiumicino. So when you land in a normal wind condition, you will use 16 left for arrival and 25 for departure. Preferred configuration is 16 for arrivals and 25 for departure. This is because 25 adds directly to the sea, so there are no problems with noises, and mainly the wind comes from the sea to the land. So these are the reasons why. Okay, so this is the Aerosoft Aerosoft scenery for Fiumicino. I guess this is the updated to the latest release, and I guess that they should make some changes on it because new terminal has been built and is finished in Fiumicino, and here in this scenery you have it as not yet completed. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead to show you this work in progress in Fiumicino. Fiumicino is managed by Society Aeroporti di Roma, which manages also the Rome Fiumicino Airport, and the Aeroporti di Roma Society is owned by Atlantia, which is one of the biggest society in Italy that works in the transportations business. They own Autostrade per l'Italia, which is the biggest society in Italy that manages all the highways in Italy. Okay, so here in front of you you have the ongoing buildings for the new terminal, but okay, we'll turn right here. Now it's time to switch on the APU. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oops, we forgot to switch off the TCAS and the radar. Okay, we turn left here. So actually this building is complete, but in the Aerosoft scenery it is not. Okay, we call for GSX, even if I don't remember the number of this. Okay, let's see. Because Aerosoft scenery uses the SODE stuff, I want to zoom. Five 507. Okay, we enlarge. We see if we have one of these gate. Okay, we go for the 507. We don't request a follow me. So we can go for it. Okay, we can also switch off the red radar. Brakes are very high in sensitivity in this FSlabs A320X. Okay, almost there. Stop. Okay. Now switch on the parking brakes. Hopefully they have put it in the chokes. Okay, APU bleed on. Disconnect the pedal. We turn off engines, engine 1 off, engine 2 off, taxi light off, beacon off, seat belts off, and the engine and the fuel pumps off. Okay. They are actually disarming slides. We have more than 1 gigabyte of a VAS free. Okay, we try to call the jetway with the SODE. Operate jetways. Outer to left forward cabin door. Inner to left forward. Inner. We go for the inner or the outer. I don't know. Go for the outer. Okay, confirm selection. Come on, baby, join the door. Okay, we go for the GPU to be connected, and we request also the boarding. So we open the cargo doors, 1 and 2. Okay. Left forward cabin door. Okay. So we're now disembarking by passengers. So we turn on the ground power. We turn off the APU. Everything is okay. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. I know I made some mistakes, but I'm not a professional pilot. I'm just a flight simming lover. So I hope you had fun, and see you for the next flight. Bye bye.